So you mentioned Drew Lock's touchdown throw. Jake Bobo's shot at making the roster is slim. You watch the tape back and he is slow, but I just wanted to talk about the touchdown that he caught because it's pretty cool. It's against second round corner in Andrew Booth Jr. He suffered a serious knee injury last year, but he would have been a first round pick himself if he hadn't had a bit of an injury record. You see Drew Lock, after motioning the back in, he knows he has man coverage because a backer was outside, or that might be a safety. But you see him alert. I think we've just seen it. You see him alert the coverage though. Now, what's impressive here, if you're if you're a receiver facing press coverage, you need to get the cornerback to move. And that's what Jake Bobo did. He got him to move. He wants to create room for the sideline go route, and he gets this corner to step. He has closed the space here to then maximize the space outside. It's a quick enough release. He's not taking forever to do this. And he's decisive with it, and the tempo of it really got this DB thinking inside release route like a dig or a slant or an in-breaker, and then he broke to the outside, and he had enough wheels to catch this football.
Yeah, and a good enough throw from Drew.
Yeah, good placement. Now, what's especially cool about this Bobo touchdown, we've just seen the release. I don't think we'll see any other angles of it. The play prior, so that was a 3rd and 8. The 2nd and 8, here's Bobo against Booth again. Now, just look, he gets press coverage, and notice on his the release we've just seen, he walked it out sort of twice to the inside and then stemmed outside. Here, he's running a hitch with the slot running a kind of seam or a corner. But against press man like this, he is not the primary. He's not really going to get the ball. His route is kind of just bait to then maximize the room for this guy. But he uses this opportunity to gain intelligence on the corner. So if you watch his release here, you see he does the walk it out outside, and look at the corner. He does this sliding technique, the same sliding technique, which got him to move inside to create room to the outside for the fade. So what I'd say about Bobo is, okay, he did get knocked around on an intermediate crosser with a poor awareness, but when he's running these kind of vertical stem routes, he's a very crafty route runner. And for a guy to have been productive as he was in college, when you do run a 4.7 40, or maybe it was a 4.9, but I think something went wrong with the timing. But for a guy, to run fairly slow, yet get so much production in college and be so open, you have to be a crafty route runner, and he is. This. You see how here the corner slides with that little step, so he immediately knows on the next play he's going to slide with me when I do a similar thing to the inside, and then I create the opportunity. So that's actually pretty high level receiver play.
Yeah.
In terms of making the roster, Griff, are you with me that it is very, 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 very long odds for him, given, I mean, his biggest play he made on was it Sunday or Saturday? It was Sunday.
Saturday.
Saturday. Friday.
I don't even know
Thursday.
what day it is right now. Thursday, yeah.
The biggest play he made on Thursday was the special teams play, because that's how he makes the team.
Special teams is a good point. I think so. He's obviously intriguing. Ideally, I think they can get him onto the practice squad. I think that can happen. The problem is that, like you said, he's an X. He's an outside receiver. In this offense, redundancy at Z or slot is not redundancy. It's interchangeability. Redundancy at X is redundancy. Unless you're an X who can also play Z, which is Tariq Young.
And they were trying to work him in at the Z position during this game because of that reason.
And right. And I don't know about that, Chief. So so keep him on the practice squad. You can be an emergency player. If they lose bodies, you need special teams players throughout the year. Obviously, we know Esker's situation is up in the air in more ways than one. Tariq Young has accrued soft tissue injuries. I mean, hopefully he just stays healthy. But K Johnson has a concussion, so I don't know what his recovery timeline is. So there might be a vacancy by default. Cody Thompson can't stay healthy. So all the usual guys that seem like that should fill out the back of the depth chart at receiver may not be able to go. So he might just get in by default. So, I mean, yeah, I'm rooting for him to keep it up. Anything he can give as a receiver is still good.